1 month ago, my portfolio was sitting at $226,698. Today it's at $234,413. But here's the part most people won't notice. During one of the most volatile stretches we've had lately, I didn't increase risk. Actually, I cut it. I paid down my margin from $14,000 down to $8,700, and I added international exposure. Let me show you exactly what changed, why I did it, and what this means on my personal road to $1 million. Let's start with the real numbers, right? The current value of the portfolio itself, $234,413, total profit $10,625, negative cash balance as mentioned before, $8,700, that's margin. Last month the margin was at $14,000, so that's over $5,000 paid down in margin in the last 30 days alone since my last update on this video. Daily gain recently, 2,718 during like a pretty big period of volatility. IRR 8.95%, dividend income $3,702 per year, $308 per month, or $10.14 per day. That's real cash flow building quietly in the background, and that's the number that I'm trying to slowly increase. Now let's talk about something most people don't want to admit, and a lot of people don't like, but margin is powerful, but it's also a risk. And when volatility increases, leverage amplifies emotion. And instead of increasing risk during the uncertainty that we just had these last couple weeks, I did the opposite. I reduced it. Why? Well, because margin at 11% interest with Charles Schwab only makes sense when conviction is extremely high and markets are trending strongly upwards. In choppy markets like we've had, preservation outweighs aggression. And by cutting my margin from $14,000 down to $8,700, I did a few things. I reduced interest drag, I lowered liquidation risk, I improved and increased flexibility, and I improved my personal sleep quality. That's strategy, not fear. The second big move I made was adding VXUS, international diversification. For years, I've been heavily US focused, and yes, the US has outperformed, but cycles rotate, right? International markets are historically cheaper right now relative to US valuations. So adding VXUS, it reduces concentration risk, it adds currency diversification, it captures global growth, and it creates a smoother long-term return profile. This isn't about chasing performance, even though the performance of my portfolio usually does very well, but it's about long-term durability. And when building towards $1 million, survivability matters more than the speed to get there. Now, let's talk income, my favorite part. Annual dividends, $3,702 or $308 per month, or roughly $10 a day, every single day just for waking up. That's before taxes. This isn't flashy yield chasing either. Yield is 1.53%. What matters is growth. Dividends received so far, $1,436. Capital gains, $8,110. The machine is working from both angles. Appreciation plus cash flow, and they're both slowly growing. And this dividend stream is important because long term, I don't want to sell my assets to fund my lifestyle. I want assets to fund my life. And here's what's changed this month. So last month, my mindset was push growth heavily. My mindset this month was optimize structure, paid down debt, reduced leverage, and I added international exposure, strengthened my income base a little bit, and that's how you compound. Most people think wealth building is linear, but it's not. It's strategic adjustments over time based on the current situation. Now, $234,414 today, my target is $1 million. That means I'm roughly 23% of the way there. The early phase is slow. The middle phase is going to accelerate, and the final phase is going to explode in this portfolio. The biggest risk isn't market volatility, it's personal emotional volatility. And reducing margin while increasing my diversification, well, that keeps me in the game long enough to let compounding do its job. This is what disciplined wealth building actually looks like, and this is going to take many years to do it. It's not hype, it's not gambling, it's just strategy mixed with consistency. And if you're building your own path to $1 million, stay in the game. That's how you win. Stay in it and remain consistent. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks for the next update.